I'm joined down at the Desert Springs match ground with Callum Atkinson, who is Operations and Pathway Manager for the Northern Cricket Union. First of all, Callum, what do the NCU govern in cricket back home?
Yep, so the NCU really is broken up into two parts. Our domestic part, where that is really looking after and governing schools cricket, club cricket, rules, competitions, and then our staff, our part, which is representative. So we've had two groups out here this week, two groups of 12, an under 18 girls group and an under 14 development squad out with us. So yeah, that representative side is our Northern Knights, which is our list A and first class team, right down to our boys and girls pathway.
Perfect. And as you say, you've been out here now for 10 days. You fly home tomorrow.
Yeah.
What have you got up to in cricket-wise in your stay?
Yeah. Well, as I say, having two groups out, having the cricket academy with all the nets, and then having the middle and the pitch has been really, really useful. Especially this time of year, we've had blocks of indoor training back in Northern Ireland with a lot of technical work. So to be able to come out here, use the cricket academy, progress that technical and tactical work in the nets, and then go into the match and use the pitch to try and implement that kind of stuff has been really good.
You've been in resort with a few other teams. You joined up with Hampstead Cricket Club with the boys to play a fixture with them, and you joined up with Surrey's Girls Academy to play a game. How were the games and how was the surface out on the match ground?
Surface has been brilliant. For a lot of us guys back home, certainly this time of year you're not playing in grass wickets. For the age groups that we've brought as well, they wouldn't get to utilise grass wickets all the time. So to have only grass for 10 days has been amazing. Playing against the other sides has been brilliant as well. We had a really good game against Hampstead under 15s. Again, going from nets and going from a full winter of that technical work, putting it into practice and play against other teams has been brilliant. The girls had a great game, a mixed game against and with Surrey, and even learning off those Surrey County girls was really useful.
Brilliant. The whole group has stayed up at Las Sierras in our apartments. How have first of all the players found the apartments, and then how have they been for the staff as well?
Yeah, players wise, excellent. I certainly have never been to Desert Springs. A couple of our coaches have. I didn't really know what the accommodation and apartments would be like. As someone organising a trip for 24 kids, maybe a bit daunting coming into it, but they've been outstanding. I don't think you can isolate this trip into just a cricket trip. It's so many life lessons for everyone, and staying in those apartments has really helped that.
I was going to come on to that. You've been off the resort a couple of times to local towns to do some team building and stuff. Mm-hmm. What, aside from cricket, have the guys developed and picked up on while they've been away?
Well, we've harped on all week about being a good teammate, and coming on a tour for 10, 11 days, you have to be a good teammate. So we can't look over the guys and the girls all the time. So spending time in their apartments together, little simple things like that, cleaning up after themselves at times. We've been showing them how to use the washing machine, cleaning their bedrooms, which maybe not all of them are doing back home. Just little things like that have been great. Another big thing is using your downtime. On a trip where you've got 10 cricket days, you need to really use your downtime. At the start, I think that was maybe a challenge for a couple of people, but they've learned certainly now that they need to.
So, some parents will be watching this and celebrating when they get home. The food's all been up at the Crocodile Club. How has the food been for the guys? Have they been filled up and able to perform?
Well, firstly, the Crocodile Club is brilliant for us. It's a community hub that we can use during the evenings to do team meetings. Our breakfast, lunch and dinner is at the Crocodile Club, so it's been really useful for us and very accessible to the cricket facilities and the apartments. The food's been spot on. Breakfast, loads of different options to fill up during the day. Picnics and baguettes have been good, and then again a lot of options for dinner, so it's been spot on.
Kind of thing. You've got a pizza night down at the cricket ground tonight. The Cricket Island men's test team are getting in, and there's going to be a bit of a question and answer, and then an early flight tomorrow morning. So from us, safe travels, and we'll see you again soon.
Cheers.